One of the things I like to do every morning, well, not every morning, unfortunately, every day, or I try to do it every day, is to just hit a couple of balls here to keep my swing in check. Golf is all about muscle memory. One of my favorite activities in the world is to golf. Second favorite activity. So this is in my office. This is one of my office setups. I just like to, keep my muscles loose. I use these things called birdie balls, so I'm not making a bunch of dents in the wall here. They're pretty fun. All right, let's go make some money. Real quick, I want to talk about last week. It was hard figuring it out. I mean, it's one thing if you've got, everybody saw my dad here with me, just trying to, give me a hand in what I was doing. And it's one thing to have him here helping me. It's a different thing completely to have to go do it on your own. And when you have to go do it on your own, it makes it real. Yeah, it was just tricky last week. So hopefully we'll get better this week and we'll be doing a lot of good stuff. I'm super pissed that the Packers lost. Not because I had any money on the game. Actually, I did have money on the game and I lost that, but whatever. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the fact that Tom Brady is going to another Super Bowl. I hate Tom Brady.
Last time when we last spoke, I was talking about how a lot of my money was tied up because I couldn't get some trades to execute. And I am refusing to take a loss on some of my larger positions. I'm not gonna do it. But some of the smaller ones, pretty much everything else, but this really big position I have in DSS, I've been liquidating this one. Right now, in Nouveau Inc., I'm about to sell that bad boy. So yeah, gotta have some cash to work with. I was literally down to like my last $40. So liquidating these positions gives me, another free up $300, $400 for me to work with. DSS is the only thing I'm holding on to, waiting for it to go up. It will go up. Time will tell. Something else I'm really trying to be mindful of is not just buying whatever I want anymore. I was kind of going under the fly by the seat of my pants type of strategy. Not really wasting a lot of time reading up on things. What ain't been working for me this last couple weeks. So we're gonna study a little harder. Why do I always look so tired?
Have any of you guys tried this? This is TVG, and it's a really popular horse betting website. I'm definitely not ready to bet horses, but it's interesting though. I've got an account set up on 3 different sports betting sites, and I've loaded all of my Dogecoin in them. We're ready to bet. Our betting unit is $10, and we don't want to bet more than 4 units a day. My plan is to put 2 full units on the Bucks plus 3.5, which leaves us 2 more units to find bets for the big game elsewhere.
It's a Wednesday. We're gonna play some tournaments today though. Even though we usually play Sundays, we're gonna jump into the mix. The reason we're going to do this is we've been studying a lot. We've been learning about maximally exploitative strategies versus GTO, some of the EV calculations that get done, and we're going to try some of that out. One thing I've noticed in the past is that I'll do study and then I'll go play, and I tend to just play the way I play without really reflecting too much on the recent study. So we're only going to play 1 tournament at a time right now instead of 4 or 6 like we sometimes do online. And we're going to pay really close attention to each individual hand and see if we can do something different or better based on what we've learned recently in the study. We'll see if there's any real difference.
So I've got some new ideas for this week. Options are not just traded monthly, there's also some that are traded weekly. So we are gonna look into some ones that are traded weekly. Part of this new idea here is let me share this screen. Okay, so one of the things I'm looking at is Sirius. I'm looking at the $5 puts. You can see right here, it's got a midpoint of 18 and the ask is 35. So I think what that means is that I can get $35 to sell the $5 puts. However, I need to put up $500 as collateral. We've got just that much, and this option expires February 5th. So this is a little even before the 19th, which is good because I can get another trade in and it'll last about 10 days. So I think I'm kind of liking that one. Let's pull up a chart on Sirius. The last time it was below 5 was October of last year. So I think $5 is probably a solid number for it. I mean, it's never been a crazy high stock stock. It's, it trades right in this range. So I'm thinking that is going to be a really, really good trade. Really good. Really, really good.
All right, let's get to it. Going to take a deeper dive into a lot of these companies that I'm going to buy into and not just fly by the seat of my pants, so to speak. Last episode I was talking about averaging down when the market just doesn't go the way you want. Some trade ideas I want to talk about this week. I'm going to do something that most people are not going to agree with. Well, I don't know. I'm going to do something a little risky. Document Security Systems, DSS. You've heard me talk about it a lot lately. That stock still hasn't got to a price I want to sell at. As a matter of fact, it's below the price I own it at, and I've averaged down on it a couple times. I'm about to put even more money into it and average down even further because I know that this thing is going to hit, and I'm gonna make some big bucks. I know it. I can feel it. So on top of the 200 shares I already own, I'm going to buy some more. And if I have to, I will put my entire $1,000 into it. But I'm gonna average down on it as much as I can. Yes, it's gonna take a lot of my buying power away, but I'm thinking sometime this week that I'll be able to sell it and make a sweet profit.
One of the things that's really important about great sports betting is taking great notes. I've got a spreadsheet here and I'm going to keep everything documented. The edge that a successful sports bettor has is really narrow, so I'm going to track my results very, very carefully. I've got a spot here to record where I actually got the idea for a bet. I can track my thought process and sort of make sure that I'm staying in line with value bets as opposed to emotional bets. I'm also going to track what the general public thinks about the bet. This website here, scoresandodds.com, shows what percentage of bettors are betting on each of the bets. I am super curious to see if it makes sense to bet with the majority of bettors or against the majority of bettors.
Like I said, we're going to play one tournament. We're going to hit it hard. Here's a 10K guaranteed with 5 levels remaining. That's probably what we want to play. Register, we're in. Okay. Hand number 1, 5-8 offsuit, fold. Hand number 2, 4-2 offsuit, fold. The ace-8 offsuit from early position with 14 big blinds. This is a fold. All right, ace-jack offsuit on the big blind. With 12.64 big blinds, there is almost no series of events that will not lead to us being all in here. Hopefully we'll get a small raise from the button. We'll shove and he'll fold. I guess it could be a she. We're gonna wait a minute because that makes it think like we're really thinking about it. And good luck us. Ooh, we're way ahead, way ahead. Pre-flop, we were way ahead. We did king or an ace only now. And we're out, minus $11. Seemed like a good spot. Let's try it again. Re-enter. Let's do it. Back in the mix. First hand of the second bullet. Feels like an all-in again. We're all in again. We get our first hand win of the day. We're gonna fold 7-3 offsuit. Our old friend ace-jack offsuit. We end up folding a bunch of hands in a row, basically doing what we would normally do, maybe playing a little bit tighter because of what we studied. Here we pick up queen-jack offsuit in the big blind, which is a tough hand to play. We end up having to call a raise from a middle position guy here, this blackest the night guy, and we flop a queen. We get involved to the extent that we check call a flop bet, but we're not loving it. We're out of position. We're not sure what he has. And on the turn, we check. And when he goes ahead and bets again, we probably take the scared play and we just bail. But in retrospect, I don't hate it too much. We survive. We survive. A bunch more hands pass by. we end up getting relatively deep into this tournament. At this point, we are in the money, which means we're in the top 10% of people. There's 165 left, a little more than 1,200 started, and at this point we're guaranteed at least $21. We find a good spot to get all in with pocket threes here. Unfortunately, 6-5 runs us down, and we can't catch up. The following hand, 9-10 suited, not a bad choice for just the few chips we have left. We get a fold from the small blind. The big blind calls us with ace-8, totally reasonable call. We're way behind. There's his 8. And we're out of this tournament. We finish 151st for $23. We were into this tournament for $22. $1 profit in 4 hours. Killing it.
So what we're gonna do now is check out the April 16th $10 strikes. Let's do the $10 puts. The bid's 84 cents, buy to open. We'll buy 2 of them. Let's review the order, and we're gonna go ahead and place this order. So we are working. They are in there. If we check out our account, here it is right here. We bought 2 puts for a $10 strike. We paid a premium of $167. What we need now is the price of GameStop to go down, and the value of that premium will go up.
Okay, so I've only got about $300 in my account right now to trade with because I have a position around 700 that I put into DSS, and the price is still almost at its year low. It's making me kind of nervous, but I need that to just, if it just come up, it'd be beautiful. So anyways, take this lesson from me. Don't be stupid and put all your money in one position. I mean, and now my content is like, hey, I am currently stuck in a position I can't sell out of because I'm losing money. So, yeah. You listen to me. You can do this. DSS will come up and you will make money on it. We found a new position we like. S-E-N-S. Synsonics. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I bought in 50 shares at around $250. They've been on fire lately, according to the internet, because they have a pending FDA approval on some sort of process. Anyways, whatever. The internet's excited about it. I think its 52-week high is 390. It just hit that recently, and has come back down in the 250 range. I think it's going to go back up.
Just kidding. Let's stop screwing around. We're on a winning streak, so guys, that means bets, bets, bets. We're making some bets today. First, let's talk Puppy Bowl. Team Rough is favored over Team Fluff. Where has Bovada gotten this line? Where is the research on this? What do they know anyways? Is there historical data to back this up? Have male puppies beaten female puppies in the past Puppy Bowls? What does Bovada know? In addition to 2 units on Tampa Bay Bucks plus 3.5, I'm also firing 2 units on a plus 500 prop bet. 3 parts. Tampa Bay wins, Brady is the MVP, and Chris Godwin scores a touchdown. My reasoning? I already think that the Tampa Bay Bucks are going to win. Of the 6 Super Bowls that Brady has won, he's been MVP 4 times. And when Tampa Bay wins this season, Godwin has big days. Easy money? I think so. We'll see. Make sure to comment on the bets that you put on your Super Bowl picks below. And until next time.
Cutting heads, go ahead, put the tally down. I got 1-2 combos on me, moving like I'm Pacquiao. Pull up in a foreign whip, have foreign bitches freaking out. Got them pulling phones out when they see me hopping out. Fly around, Cali bound. I don't do relationships cause I know they can't hold me down. Making moves in Louis V, I step around the tan and brown. Keep my head above the rim, I'm ballin' like I'm Shannon Brown. We the ones that's ballin' now, yeah. Celebrate the VIP, we mixing up the white and brown. Yeah, they know the sound cause my name really get around. Levitated, I don't like the bullshit, stay above